So what are we cooking today, you guys? It's them chops. Yes, the smothered pork chops. Y'all, I'm on one today, y'all. So I'm hyped. I'm trying to keep my composure, but I don't know how it's going to work out throughout this video. I'm going to try to keep calm. Okay. Let me bring it on down. Bring it on down. All right. I'm cooking smothered pork chops. This is the ingredients, the seasonings that I'm using right here. I will try to remember to list them in the description box below. And, so y'all can know of everything I use. It's the same kind of stuff that everybody really should kind of already have. So it's nothing too complicated. So if y'all want to see how this goes, let's get into the video. So here we have our grease already hot, waiting for our pork chops. So I've already seasoned the pork chops in the seasonings I've showed y'all, and floured them up in regular all-purpose flour. And now I'm going to be frying the pork chops. So what I do is I go ahead and fry my pork chops first. These pork chops right here are just going to mainly be the ones I'm frying and put to the side, because everybody just don't want, just to give people a variety. Either you want some smothered and some fried, then hey, that's what we do. Because my son doesn't like all the gravy stuff. So I always leave some fried on the side, right? But so these ones we're not going to touch. So the other ones I fried right here, I just went ahead and fried these ones to smother. So what I'm going to do now is take these ones right here, and I'm going to cut them in half, and it just gives them, it makes them more manageable in the pot for me. So I'm going to cut them in half and put them to the side, and now I'm going to be starting on my gravy mix while, after I've cut these in half. So now every base of the gravy starts with grease. Yes, grease, butter, some type of fat. So we're going to take the same grease that we fried the pork chop in. We're going to get some of it, and we're going to put it over here in this pot so we can saute down the vegetables in it and get it nice and tender. So by the way, that is just some onion, green and red bell peppers. So now we're going to move on to the gravy part. In this bowl is only some flour and the brown gravy mix. Y'all know this is when we cheat and we don't have time for all that roux stuff that's stirring in the pot. This is just as good. Y'all gonna learn to listen to me one day. Y'all gonna learn. But this is all I have in this bowl. Some flour in the brown gravy mix, and we're gonna add in some water. Mix that up really, really good and pour it into the pot with the veggies. That's when you're going to be gauging how thick or thin you want your gravy, okay? So the thicker you want the gravy, you add less water. To thin it out, you add more water. Then after that, you season once you get it to the consistency you want. You see that? It looks like some hot cocoa or something, some lumpy cocoa, but that's fine. It's supposed to look like that. And you pour it on in there, and then that's when we start gauging the water, how much water you need or want. So now I've stirred up all the little lumps and added all the water I needed to add. I'm going to start seasoning the gravy now. I put some Worcestershire sauce in. Then now I'm going in with the seasonings that I use. Of course, you use what seasonings you want, but this is the seasonings I use. And also keep in mind, as your gravy is cooking, it is going to still thicken up some more. So I would say kind of start a little bit on the watery side, and then as you go, it is going to thicken. So after stirring and letting it all marry together, what I do is I go in and I taste the gravy now so I can make sure that I'm getting it right before I put the meat in the pot. So right here is where I would add whatever I think needs to go in it. You know, if I didn't put enough the first time, this is now, before you put your meat in, is when you need to go ahead and get it together. So this is the consistency right here that I want my gravy to be. It's nice and thick. It's not too thick and it's not runny. So it tastes good. It's well seasoned. So now it's ready to take on the meat. So y'all, after you put the meat in the pot, you put it, let it get all incorporated with that gravy, and you let the meat soak up and sop up in that gravy. Let me stop. I'm getting excited. When you let this meat simmer in this gravy for a while, this is basically it, y'all. That's all. This is not hard. You are done. You can serve this over rice, mashed potatoes, whatever. The options are endless. Here you have it. Done deal right there. It has simmered maybe for about 10 minutes on low. This is what you want. Okay? So another easy meal down in the books. If you like this meal or try it, let me know how it turns out. So if you want to see more videos like this, I would ask that you please subscribe, like the video, or comment and let your girl know, and I'll make some more for y'all. Don't worry. She got some more coming. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.